The infinite monkey theorem states that a monkey hitting keys at random on a keyboard for an infinite amount of time will almost surely type any given text, such as the complete works of William Shakespeare. I'm not as confident these two fools will produce anything close to that. But let's find out, shall we? This is Dave and Juan.
Hey, what's happening, man?
Hey, man, how are you, dude?
I can't do that, you know.
Me neither. That's it. I exhausted.
Yeah. Comment ça va?
Not the same language, but I'm going with you on that, man.
Right. You know, kiski di boo.
All right.
That's about all I got. But,
Kiski di. Hey, everybody. Je m'appelle Dave.
I'm Juan.
and this is Dave and Juan.
Uno time. Or uno more time.
It's not really one. Whatever. It's uno
one more time.
You know, if you hear, you know what it is.
That's right. Yeah.
If you hear, you know what it is. And if you're not, I don't know why you're here. But hey, welcome. Welcome. How's your week, man? You good?
Good, man. Busy. You know, it's one of those things where finally thought I caught up. And then today I had to take a lovely trip to Broussard, Louisiana.
Oh, you had that. Yeah. Good. Lucky you.
Yeah, it was great. You know,
Broussard's okay.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have a problem with Broussard. It was just coming back when I got stuck on the road there for about 45 minutes without moving because of some wreck, and then getting back into Baton Rouge, I could see the bridge in the distance. Yeah, as I sat there, stationary in traffic. So great.
Somebody tells me one of these things you read with. Anytime you get into a situation where you're backed up on an accident, they say just remember. Somebody's having a worse day than you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right.
Look, man, I tell people that's, sometimes I'm content. Yeah. I'll just put that sucker in park and
just give you an excuse.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go to where I was going anyway. Yeah. I'm good. You get mad when it's on the way home.
Yeah.
Right. Well, if it's on the way to something else. Of course.
The difference for me, it was the determining factor in whether or not I would go back to work or whether I'd go just straight home.
So
home one out. What you gonna do?
Like I said, when I have my job where I just try to be helpful, when I just go around, tapping on shoulders, tapping on glass.
Right. Hey, you want to know something?
I'm just here. We might have put that on a shirt. You had that line last week, right? I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what you might want to do.
What you might
want to do.
You might want to think about this.
Yeah. I got to watch how much I move. I am sore. I've been in a fight.
Have you been in a fight?
No, I've not been in a fight. Well, I've been in a fight with age, I guess. So the family, we rejoined a gym this week.
Awesome.
Yeah. Well, we talked about, because it's one of those things that both my kids, when they're on campus, they're always out of the gym, and then they're back for the summer, and wife and I been talking, and it's hot as all get out. And the weird thing is, this is where the stupidity is. So the same gym that we rejoined, I got mad at maybe 3 or 4 years ago, maybe longer, because we had a family plan, and at the time the boys were in high school, junior high. They weren't using it. My wife at the time, no, I say my wife at the time. She's still my wife.
At the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Sentence structure, man. Sentence structure.
Come on, Nickel State, get that right. At the time, my wife was, she was doing other things, home. She wasn't really going to the show. So it was just me. And I was like, why are we paying for a family plan when it's just me? So I went in there one day, and whatever the young lady at the desk and you have to talk to, and I said, I've been part. It's a Lifetime Fitness, massive facility. It's a top class. It's a really nice place. Okay. Mm-hmm. So We joined it before it was built. They had a trailer out there to sign up. So we were one of the original members of this thing, paying family. And we'd been there for a few years. So I walk up to her and say, listen, my kids are not using it. My wife's not. So can I want to take our plan from a family plan to a single. She says, oh, okay. No. She said, oh, okay.
To let you? Wow.
Oh, no, not quite. Not quite. She says, oh, okay, then. And it'd be, it's a $40 fee to switch plans. I'm like, excuse me? Yeah, it's a $40 fee. I say, wait, so you want to charge me $40
to not use your gym,
to click the box that says it changes from that's policy. And I stood there and I looked at like, okay, how much does it cost to quit the gym entirely? She's like, and she was just, well, there's no charge for that. I said, okay, put me down to quit the gym entirely. Yeah. And I did. And it was amazing. I think I even wrote about it. I know I told the story in business things about what's the sense there. Yeah. You got a customer in front of you who's, literally he's been here for years saying, okay, I
want to keep being here.
Yeah, but I don't want to do it for this. And then you justify stuff. So I'm thinking, man, we're paying a couple $100. And so I think I'm going to put a gym in my house. So we had one of the spare bedrooms. Yeah, I went buy me real nice equipment and stuff that I don't know. When we sell this house, if we ever sell this house, that stuff stays. It stays. Because I saw the team it took to put the stuff in. I ain't doing that. None of me and my jackleg friends, the beer drinking friends that would come help you move, they'd be like, we ain't touching that. So so I spent all this money to put in a home gym, which is overrated because you sort of need the motivation a little bit to
I'm not a workout person to begin with. And
then my younger son, especially, he bangs and it's above the kitchen. So you be downstairs, sound like stuff, boom, boom. Then you got to pull that old high school coach speech he used to give, go upstairs saying, if you can't put the weights down light, they're too heavy for you. He's like, no, I just like
down through the floor.
I just like banging them. So that's still there, but we decided
you're back. Yeah, you're back in the gym now.
Yeah, so the family and they're all into it. It's all good. We went out there and a couple of things. I was just dumb because when you get out there and like I said, Lifetime it's massive and they have a lot of new cool machines. I give that. They're to work out various body parts.
Yeah,
and they got. It takes you a while. You got to look at the diagram because they'll say, we'll get a personal trainer. Do you want a freebie personal trainer? I'm like, man, I don't want a personal trainer walking around showing me how to use a machine. I know how to use a machine. And you get out there and realize, I have no idea.
I don't know how to use this machine.
You're that guy. Like, what do I pull on this? What do I? And you got to look at the pictures. But then by default, when you're using a machine that's special, you've obviously never used before, first time you do it, me anyway. Hurt. No, it doesn't hurt. It feels fine the first time. It's because you're stupid. You're like, oh yeah, this is great.
Yeah, let me throw some more weight.
I'm loving being back in the gym. I'm feeling good. And that next day, ooh, when it hurts to walk, when your chest hurt, like when you're walking and your chest hurts.
That's the definition of age, man.
Oh, jeez.
When you were younger, sometimes something hurt. Yeah. When you're older, sometimes, something, nothing hurts. Rarely.
Oh, jeez.
When you were younger, sometimes something hurt. Yeah. When you're older, sometimes, something, nothing hurts. Rarely.
It'll make sense later. It'll come back.
There you go. Yeah,
we'll put a caption on it, isn't it?
Everything hurts at this age. How about that?
It kind of does. We went, we did racquetball. So
see that I used to love to play racquetball, but I hadn't played in decades.
And that's like rejoining. And when you rejoin, you decide, we'll get my money's worth. We'll get our money's worth out of this, man. And I asked the family because anyway, it was the one night last week where we were all home around dinner time. I want to play racket. It was gonna be the next day. So how about tomorrow we go back to the gym and, oh yeah, great. We're good. You want to play racquetball? I guess. Why not? So I went the next day to Academy. I couldn't believe Academy has racquetball stuff. You can actually buy. I'm going to Academy. I bought 4 racquetball rackets.
See, I don't even know where in Baton Rouge you can play. There used to be racquetball clubs here, but
I don't know that we played
the glasses and everything
properly. Yeah, it came with the pack. It was pretty. Yeah. It was a pretty good deal. Like it was you get the balls, the racket, and at first we're like, my wife was asking, do we really have to wear these things?
You get tagged in.
Trust me. Yeah. You're going to be in here with these 2 gorillas. Yeah, you're going to want to, because that's we did with the 1 court, so we're going to play double family doubles. Yeah, and I don't know if we played right. I mean, I played tennis all my life. Tennis I can do, and my kids play some tennis, but so I kind of looked at the rules, and I don't know.
Yeah, I forgot. I mean, you can hit it off the back wall and stuff.
Oh, man. I was
loud as all get out.
Yeah, it was fun. It is loud in there. I'd be honest. I was making up rules as I went too. Like, no, I don't think that's legal. What do you mean? I Googled it. I don't think it's legal. Woke up the next day, I had a bruise. It's starting to
I see. Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't know how. Sometimes I don't know if I hit myself or somebody hit me or that's the other thing too.
Blood rushed to a strained spot in your arm.
Yeah. Last time we played racquetball, the kids were younger, and now they're not younger.
Mm-hmm.
One's built like a linebacker, and the other one is also kind of thick, but he just
there's no more just volleying.
He has no respect. Yeah, he's just don't be in the way. He's one of those guys, very competitive, and it's shame on you if you're in the way. Which is it's good for most things, but not when you're playing with your old dad out there, especially. Yeah. And I tell him, don't hurt your mom. Don't hurt your mom. My wife's standing back. She's doing stuff, but she's like, I'm not getting in with these gorillas. But
my sister, 62-year-old sister went work out with my 87-year-old dad last week, and he wore her out. So
he's a farmer, man.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Farmer.
So, yeah. Working out in his jeans. goes to the health club, works out in his jeans.
That's when you're an OG.
Hey, man.
That's OG. I'm in my jeans. Well, that's the other thing about health clubs. And that's a funny thing too. I guess I'm bad this way, and it's a disconnect I have. I like being at and belonging to and hanging out in nice places, but I typically can't stand any of the people that like to hang out at nice places.
You appreciate the architecture.
It's weird. It's like, man, I would just wish you could do this with a bunch of just good old.
Yeah.
Like, I want the crowd that's at the Y because it's so, some people have, but it's
rough.
I laugh in my head.
We had, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, we owned a little business, and which was probably the last time I had a gym membership. And it was, you felt that business owner aspect of it because, we traded the membership with the club, and then I could go work out during the day because I was on my own time. And so for, a month or two, it was cool. I mean, went every day. We had the full package. So you had the trainers and everything. Then after a while, it's, oh God, I can't believe I got to go do this again. I'm going to do it again. Then I got appendicitis, and it was like, can't work out for 2 weeks. That's great. I'm not sure I'm quite healed yet. 6 months, it's going to be too tough to get back into it. Someday.
Yeah, it's just too much. That's the thing about a gym. You start looking for, when you start looking for reasons not to be there. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, this one out there, I'll flat out tell, like, a family plan on this thing's like $270 now. It's going up. It's going up. So it's going to be one of those, we're going to go.
Get your money's worth.
Oh, we go. You got to. That, and
because as a dad, you'll get accused of making everything about money.
Yeah, well, it is a little bit
because it's your money.
We talked about this before. Pets in general are expensive. My sister this week, back on that, brought her cat to the vet. It's funny how these things happen. So she brings, I get this from my mom, because that's what happens.
She watched the podcast and realized she needed to get to the vet.
Maybe so. Probably so. But mom, see, that's how things work. My mom is the clearinghouse for information for the family, right? I every now and then I'll text with one of my, text with one of my sisters, but I check in with mom every night, have a little chat. How's it going? And then, and brought a cat to the vet and because it had a runny nose. First of all, really, how do you know? Like,
yeah,
how runny was this nose that you're gonna
blowing its nose all
on a
day?
cat? So okay, fine. So the cat had a runny nose, and my sister's as bad as me when it comes to, but she's actually worse when it comes to that because I'd have said like, that cat's got a runny nose.
Yeah.
So you bring it to the vet. Well, apparently it has an upper respiratory.
Yeah.
It has an upper respiratory infection. You got that from what? From the runny nose? But luckily,
Zyrtec in this food.
I gave her a couple of shots for $300. And cat'll be as good. Cat'll be as good in you in about a week, which it probably.
Yeah. Sorry. What's going to happen between now and then? I just gave him a runny nose.
That's right.
So if I don't give him the shot, what's going to happen? Oh, it'll probably go 8 days.
And if that, it's what we do. It's what we do. But yeah,
not we, man.
Well, right. Oh, I'm pretty sure my cat is done with vet visits, unless it's an injury or something. I think we're going to be done with it's time for your cat's annual checkup. Still a cat, looks good.
Now, see, we found a place that will, board our dogs. A lot of places you've got to show, bring like the shot records in.
Oh yeah, around here to get your dog groomed.
Yeah, in the same place. So this place grooms and boards, and they don't ask for that. So
it's funny.
It's 20 miles from here, but it's like
the world we live in. They got so many parts of the planet that people are worried about. Are they going to eat tomorrow?
Right, homeless people. You can sleep on the streets in the front of this business. You're good.
Yeah.
Bringing your pet here? No.
Yeah. Well, no, what I'm saying is, and here we are, we're in a country that, got to have the records to get my dog groomed. I got a feeling grooming dogs is not a big priority on most of the planet. But okay, I forgot. The one thing I wanted to get back to about, the pet peeves, and that's what actually kind of a good thing about whenever we do anything new, because there's always some new stuff to complain about. Man, what is it? What is it about some people? And when I say some people, I think I'm saying most people that go to a gym that in the locker room have to be naked. Like what? Like I don't want to, because I don't want to talk to people. My wife says the women are just as bad. I just want to ask folks, do not enough people see you naked at home?
Put a towel around that thing.
And the old guys are the worst. It's like the younger guys, most of them tend to be a little, common sense, but oh man, stop it.
Sit on the bench and just chill for a while.
Stop it. They got free towels everywhere. There's a stack of free clean towels right there. How about you grab one of those? Right, for me, not for you. If just for the benefit, because my son got back from the gym last night. And he was like, "Man, I'm in there doing something." And there's one guy. I'm not gonna. He described the guy. I'm not gonna describe. But not bad stereotype. But just I'll say it. It was him and an older Asian guy. And he just so happened that in the locker rooms are huge, but apparently it was just my son and this guy in that little section. My son said he was doing something with his locker, turns around. This guy's buck naked, just going about his business, just buck naked. Someone's like,
for the world to see.
It's like, why? Like you got clothes right there. They're
was he cooling off?
I don't know, man. I don't know, but they're just that would be helpful in the gyms. Like here, split, and it's a massive locker room. Split that puppy down the middle.
That's right.
And say, hey, those of you that feel the need,
the naked people in the clothes.
Yeah. Hey, you guys, over there. You guys all go enjoy your nakedness. Okay. I don't even look at myself naked. Right.
I'm not. Yeah.
I mean, I by accident.
I don't have hair. I have absolutely no reason to look in a mirror.
You sort of have to, right? Just because you got mirrors in your bathroom, but it's that's the other one too. I love Now I can see guys doing this. And again, I can't speak for what happens in the ladies' room, but I can see guys doing this when they're working out. They're doing whatever. Yeah, but okay, you're working out. It's the guys that are in the locker room that either finish their shower or whatever, and they're kind of doing the stuff in the mirror.
What are you checking out, man?
And they got people, and I don't know if they're going to work or whatever. It's like their bathroom at home. There was a dude in there my first day or second day. He's shaving his head. Dude is shaving his head. Now, it's a huge place, and there are a lot of things. But I'm like, here,
No.
I get okay, yeah. I mean,
Look, I can get it if you work out before work and take a quick shower, but
middle of the day, middle. All right, so understand. So between the time we do this and the time this airs, birthday in your house?
Birthday, man. Joey's birthday, my wife. And it's now because
Happy birthday, Joey.
That's right. Joey has a birthday month. So it's not
Really.
We actually just celebrated on one particular day, but she's got a birthday month.
Must be nice.
Yeah, I hear you. And it's always, that whole shopping deal where, I used to try a lot harder than I do now. And I tell people, she's married to me. What else could you want? I
was going to stop you when you're saying I used to try harder, and I was thinking that wouldn't be tough, man. I mean, that's my wife would say the same thing. You can tell when a birthday is imminent or tomorrow. That's when
Yeah, well, and that's it. And I swore I wasn't going to wait till today, but because it's tomorrow, but I did. And a couple of weeks ago, we got one of these, I don't know, robot vacuum cleaners, and I thought that could count. But typically on her birthday, I post on Facebook, happy birthday to my wife, or as I like to call it, another year without mopping. So that's really not benefiting her at all. So I went today, the little shopping at one of her favorite boutiques, got some stuff and nice stuff, got time to check out, and I had some money on my Venmo account, and they take Venmo for payments. I said, let me just use that. And so I mean, now in real, like I said, real helpful. You see something and it's, here, I'll take that back for you. So very customer service focused. And when I'm checking out, she says, do you need a receipt for that? And I said, no, I'll just use, the Venmo receipt. Then I said, you know what? No, go ahead and give me one in case something doesn't fit and she needs to exchange it.
I always get coached to get the gift receipt.
Yeah.
Because I'm a guy and I don't know how to do that. My wife, whenever I'm buying any gift for anything, now get a gift receipt. What's the gift? Gift receipt doesn't have the price on it.
Doesn't have the price because you don't have access to that money. So she prints one out for me and says, okay, I need you to initial here. And I said, all right, what's that? And she said, that's just acknowledging our policy that you can't return or exchange anything. Well, so I asked you to print out the receipt. So I could, in case I needed to exchange something. I've been here for 20 minutes shopping. And now that I've paid for it is when you acknowledge this new policy you have. Great. Good timing.
Why would I want this receipt to turn it in like my expense?
What else could I possibly need it for?
I bought some workout clothes on my expense account, but
I'm so proud of it. I'm going to put it on the.
That or they watch the podcast and realize you're not the kind of guy. You're not the kind of guy. You're the kind of guy that just because you sold it to him doesn't mean you're not going to be seeing this next week. He only wants to use it once. I mean.
Well, apparently that's been an issue for them because people just bring stuff back after they use it. And I said, you hate those people. Jerks.
Well, it was last week. You mentioned something and I missed it at the time. Going back when I watched it after, you talked about having a sofa cleaned to sell. Yeah. And I admire your ability to sell stuff. I admire anybody. I don't I don't even know if it's because I don't want to negotiate with people. I don't know if it's because I don't want to. I don't sell like.
Well, here's the deal. Let's change that a bit. I own stuff that gets sold. I don't deal with any of it. Joey will put it on Facebook Marketplace or sell things to somebody she knows, because I'm not dealing with the general public, and I don't want you to come tell me I'm asking too much for something. She's done garage sales. To me, man, that's the worst thing in the world. I leave because I'm sitting down saying, I'm not going to freaking haggle over somebody going to tell me my thing that I'm asking $5 for is only worth $3. I don't. Yeah, no, I'd rather throw it away.
Yeah, it's fine. And people, like I said, are wired. We don't. Maybe that's, you get that from like me, my parents. We don't sell anything. In my life, I've traded in one vehicle. Yeah. And it was an Expedition. It was expensive as all get out. It would have been the second transmission. So the first time the transmission went out on that thing, I paid the whatever $1,800 to at the time to repair it. And then 10, 15,000 miles later, what a dud, right? Same thing. So I was like, okay, I got to get, and that was kind of expensive. So I
don't trade them in. What do you do with them?
Give them away.
Oh, wow. Hey man, you sold me a car once. You didn't give me that.
Yeah, I didn't sell that. It's funny. You jumped the story. You jumped the story because I thought about this during the week in our entire life, my entire life. And I know my dad's entire life. The only car he ever sold was to you. And I remember what it was. And I remember what it cost.
Ford Fairmont, man.
My dad sold you a Ford Fairmont. You remember how much it was?
$500.
That car was worth well. And this was back in like 90.
Mid-80s, man.
Was it mid-80s?
Oh, yeah. Or probably late 80s. Yeah, not the...
Mid to late 80s. A Ford Fairmont. And it ran. And it was...
white. With a nice, like, tobacco color.
That's the color.
Yeah. Half vinyl roof.
And there was a little rust spot in the back. And I still remember standing on the driveway. And my dad is showing you everything that's wrong with that car. And I remember you said that. He goes, I've never bought something where somebody was showing me everything that's wrong.
There you go.
I said, that was my dad. And I got that. Every car, my mom, that myself or my wife too, at this point, yeah, we drive them until it's time to get, rid of them.
Yeah. And I sold it for more than $500, if that makes you feel better.
You did what now?
When I sold it was for more than $500.
You kidding me?
No, man. That thing on the driveway on my dad's yard right there on Highway 1 in Pankerville, man, sell that sucker in a day.
Shout out. You should have sent my dad his cut.
Hey.
You should have sent him his cut.
I didn't negotiate. Look, man, I gave him what he was asking.
Man, well, we should have jacked one for more than that. But that is funny. That is, you are the only person who has ever purchased from him. That's when that just dawned on me. Like, oh yeah, no, we did sell a car one time. Told Juan.
I'm gonna get you a picture. I think I have some pictures of that car somewhere.
That's a good car.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, back when that one was okay. Ford had a time in the late 70s. Man, they put some junk out there. We had an LTD, and it was a pretty car. It was white, blue interior. Of course, now you'd look at it, you'd be like, what? It was white with a blue interior. First new car I think our family ever had. It was a piece of junk. Beautiful. But if they'd had lemon laws back then, it'd have gone back. Within 4 months, it was overheating. It had pinholes in the radiator. It was terrible, man. Terrible. And we drove it, it was a brand new car. I had probably paint on it for a while, but that car was always in the shop. And my dad ended up giving it. And it was like burning oil, and it was just terrible. Car probably wasn't 5-6 years old. It was junk, or to us anyway. So my dad ended up, he was a school, he was a principal. He gave it to one of his janitors. You know what that guy did? He kept a case of oil in the trunk, and about every 2 days he'd pour a new quart of oil in. He took that thing to New Orleans all the time. He took it. That guy drove that car for probably another 50,000 miles just.
Only leaks when you stop. I've had cars, and this is when we were working at the radio station. I put a lot of miles on my car, and early on, so I basically went down the straight road and I figured out, based on the tachometer, how fast I was going. And so I taped up my tachometer like a speedometer, and then I disconnected the speedometer. So I wouldn't log any miles on there.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you one.
Hey man, I told her that car later. So,
so nobody got burned.
Nobody got burned.
Nobody not through your good intentions, but
that's right.
I was gonna stick this to somebody else, but
yeah.
oh golly.
I wasn't trying to stick it to anybody else. I was just trying to save myself. I don't know what, but yeah.
I just love the effort it took. I'm gonna tape off what I'm doing.
Yeah, see, right. I spent time doing it. So yeah, Saturday I was got my oil changed, and I'm just while they're doing it, I'm making a list of things to do. And because my truck sits, I don't put it in the garage, so the steering wheel kind of dried on it, and I put one of those steering wheel covers on it. Well, it's about time to get a replacement. And so I'm sitting there saying, all right, I ought to get one. I said, I'll just wait, just spend money on that computer and everything and a couple other things. And so then after I go, I leave the oil change place and go to the car wash. So run my car through the car wash. And as I'm driving, I pass by, I've got to stop, and there's a dumpster right there. And there's stuff on the ground right in front of the dumpster. And it looks like somebody I don't know if people robbed the store and threw some of the stuff there. But lo and behold, there's a steering wheel cover right there. Got it.
You gotta be kidding me.
No, it was by the dumpster, man. Somebody threw it away. Lucky day.
Not for the place they got it stolen.
Well, I don't know for sure if it was stolen. Yeah, I couldn't tell.
Was it in the box?
It was in the container. Yeah, it was still wrapped up and everything. It was brand new.
So you're thinking about buying something.
I'm thinking I don't want to spend the money. It was like $15 or something.
But somebody helped you buy.
Right. I'm thinking that was, like good karma, man. I'm thinking of this and bam, there it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Baton Rouge.
I didn't kill anybody.
Oh, man.
Trust me.
One man's trash.
Another man's treasure.
One man's stolen.
Hey,
somebody stole that stuff and didn't even think, it ain't worth keeping.
I don't need this crap, man. Missed the dumpster.
Oh, man.
I wouldn't have taken it out of the dumpster. It was just sitting there right on the ground, right by the stop sign.
Did you kind of try to figure out where it was from?
No.
No, there was no.
There's like an auto zone right next to the car wash. So.
Jeez.
if I had to speculate.
They don't watch the podcast. Hey, well, I guess it's not you. Well, you mean you're dealing in stolen goods? Is it on your truck right now?
Yeah. It's comfy. It's nice and padded.
There you go.
We had our HOA board meeting. That I like to zoom into just for the fun, for the stories. And one of the guys on the board is ticked off because he's saying that people are parking on the street too much, and that's against the HOA regulations. You can't leave your car there. You can park there, but it can't be like like visitors can park there. It's not supposed to be your permanent parking spot.
Somebody got to be monitoring that pretty hard.
So this is what this dude says. So he says, the people don't care because they get a violation notice and they've got 10 days to correct it. So what they'll do is they'll wait to the 9th day and then they move the car for 2 days and then they put it back. I'm sitting there saying, how do you, what are you doing, man? How do you know this?
That's a guy with a lot of time on his hands.
Right. And he's also the guy who, said we should stop allowing people to have garage sales because, that increases crime because people case the neighborhood. And, so I asked for, he's the police officer or he works for the police department. I said, you got any stats on that shows spikes in crimes, closely following garage sales? I got 40 years of experience. I don't need any stats. I said, yeah,
well, no, actually you do. Actually, no, that's how this works. That's actually.
So for the past week, I've taken pictures of the street in the neighborhood every morning and every afternoon when I come home, just to document that there are no cars on the street that are there for that long. So the next time he brings that up, I'm putting a little compilation, like a pick stitch together for him.
You and my brother-in-law should live in the same neighborhood, because he got on their HOA, and he'll tell me they are so lucky that we are meeting on Zoom still.
Well, we meet on Zoom because people because people yell at each other, so they want to
right. And that's what's happening right now with the people he's on, because we talked about this so many times before, but HOAs are just typically a nightmare because
ours is getting sued now because the guy who wanted to be on the board so bad didn't get on it, and so now he's suing because he said they just didn't count the votes right.
100%. Yeah, I mean that's sure he got cheated, Juan. I mean. I'm on team, whatever. You got cheated, bro. Sue
the HOA.
Yeah. Well, that's my brother-in-law. Like the stuff he tells them on even on a Zoom. We say, I guarantee when we're meeting in the same room, you won't be talking like that. He's like, I'm just laughing on, when did HOAs become violent?
Yeah. Well, that guy that I always talk about invited me to go outside one time. Oh.
He never saw you compete in Taekwondo, bro.
And I said, what, I'm going to punch you and then you'll sue me? Yeah, right. Yeah.
Apparently that's what he does.
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
Man, you ever see me snap a kick, dude?
That's right. Snap a hip.
Talk to that guy outside the Iron Horse that night. He's
still, that's right. See what he's
still tasting my Chuck Taylors.
Yeah.
That guy still has a Chuck Taylor zero right there.
That's right. He heard I was coming to Thibodeau the other day, so he left. Just in case.
Clear out. And this is the time. Push the button. Let's see this stuff stuck to tape.
Whatever it is, digitized. Yeah.
It's
in there.
It's up in the.
They were 22. We only missed one that we had to redo.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, that second shot we had at it was good though, man.
Yeah, man, that's right. The practice makes perfect.
That's right. That's why we don't practice this stuff. Click, go, talk, do it, and then you got to get out. Hey, we love hearing from you. When you got something to say, got something to ask, hit us up. If you want to do it off of social media, it's Dave and Juan at protonmail.com. Comes to us. We read them all and typically respond. And maybe even talk about it if you got something worth talking about.
Right.
Where else?
We're on social media, Facebook always. YouTube is where you can subscribe to the videos.
Yep.
Or if you want to just listen without the videos, Apple Podcast and Spotify. And I was thinking about that today. For those of you who are just listening on Apple Podcast or Spotify and don't know what we look like, best description to me is like, what's the Jason Momoa? Without the tattoos. I'm pretty much, people get confused with that all the time, and they ask me to roll up my sleeve so they can see the tats, and I said, I'm not Jason, man. So that's me. Dave is just like some random white dude.
There you go. Oh man, we were closing. I don't know what's going to happen there. We'll talk about that next week. We'll talk about people that you are you mistaken for. I got mistaken for a few people. I've had this happen several times. And like in New York, I've had people walk up to me and say, "Are you?" Not even close, brother. But
my son sends me pictures all the time of people who he says look like me, but they're all black. So.
Jason Momoa? No.
Yeah, well, he's Samoa.
All right.
Anyway,
we digress from a digression. This is always fun. It's more fun when you're here. We appreciate you being here. Go out on a limb and say next Monday,
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Sounds good. Sounds good. Get here early. Get a good seat. Pour a drink. It'll be fun. We'll get at it. Everybody, have a fantastic week. You too, buddy. Love you.
I'm there, man. Take care.
Oh, jeez.
When you were younger, sometimes something hurt.
Yeah.
When you're older, sometimes, something, nothing hurts. Rarely.